Hey, what's going on, guys? Indy here with Ultimate Tour Reviews. Well, I found a couple of cool deals, kinda hacks, and a couple of tricks for you guys looking for some tool deals here. If you've seen those Temu ads, which they're, of course, on Instagram, Facebook, they are everywhere, and I'm not affiliated with Temu at all. They did reach out to me, but I told them no, I don't really trust Temu myself. But they do have some pretty interesting stuff that is on there. Now, the thing is, if it's on Temu, it's probably on Amazon as well, too. So I did find this Temu box here, or not, sorry, not Temu box. It's the box from the Temu ads. I noticed on the ads it said it was a PIT master box, but the one that was shown in the ads actually had tools in it. Well, it's actually going to be a color option on this ad. So check this out. There's actually like a whole like tool, loadout in this whole little box here. It comes in all these nice little foam, little insets, inlays you call them there. And it's actually pretty neat because you do get one of those little ratchets that's really popular at Harbor Freight right now, which are kind of cool. You get some drill bits in there. It looks like you get like a little knife, a little tape measure, a little 6-foot tape measure in there. And it's pretty affordable too. It's like $60 or so, which is kind of cool. So I'll leave this link in the description, guys. You want to check this thing out. I don't know what Temu had the price listed in this thing for, but I'm sure it probably was a little bit more. And then this thing ships from the US too, which is nice. So I don't really know anything about this brand, PIT store. Kind of interesting. I've never really heard of these guys before. I just saw them on, Temu, and I thought, hey, I'd like to buy that, but not from Temu, if you know what I'm saying there. But apparently these guys make like a ton of stuff. Obviously, this is a created in Photoshop picture here. I don't know if they actually have all these tools here or not, but again, there's a lot of these Amazon brands out there that, you don't really know about, but they're just kind of huge. So I'm kind of always curious, all these brands, they make a ton of stuff in here. And, a lot of these brands are getting pretty big pretty quick, and just interesting stuff, kind of keep your eye out for. Is it quality? I don't want to say yeah or probably not, but I mean, a lot of these Amazon brands have been just okay to good quality at best from what I've tested in the past. But I'm always loving finding cool, unique stuff. That's what I always like to go for. So I'm looking at doing it's kind of another video for the Tacoma here, and I was looking at polishers. Now everyone makes a polisher. Kobalt got one, Rigid's got one, Makita's got one. Everyone makes one. And I was talking to someone the other day, and I said, "Hey, do you have a polisher?" And they said, "Yeah," and I've only used it once. Which is funny because I hear that all the time. It's not something you're going to use all the time unless you're like a professional detailer, or you're someone who's really, really into detailing cars, and of course you're going to use it all the time. Well, of course, for me, I like Makita, so I like buy the Makita stuff. But wow, Makita stuff is expensive. I mean, this thing is $490. That's tool only. That's with no pads, nothing else on there, no batteries, nothing. This isn't even the XGT version. This is the LXT version. Kind of crazy expensive there. And I really want to check out some of these deals here. I mean, check this out. This thing comes with 2 batteries. Now, that's not the important part of this tool. This thing works with Makita batteries. If you type in Makita buffer, DeWalt buffer, Milwaukee buffer, you're going to find the tools that are, I'm not going to say they're like, they're the counterfeit ones. They're not trying to impersonate the Makita. You would never think that these tools are the Makita version of the tool. I mean, here's the Makita version of the tool. Obviously, they're not anywhere near the same, a visual appearance. What they're trying to do is say, hey, you got Makita batteries, you don't want to spend $400 or $500 on the Makita version of the tool for a tool you're probably only going to ever use a handful of times. Now, would this tool probably work? Yeah. Is it going to be the same quality? Definitely not. But is it going to work for the maybe one time you're going to use this tool and, call it quits? Probably. So I actually got another tool. One of my friends had one that they just said, hey, I bought 2 of these on clearance. I'll show you guys that in an upcoming video here, it's one of those tools where if you buy it, and unless you actually work in, that trade, you're probably never going to use it more than a handful of times, which is pretty funny, with how expensive these things are. But if you want a little hint, the cheapest brand name one I found to date is going to be the Hercules one. That's at Harbor Freight, and it's got a 5-year warranty on that one. But pretty much everyone with Makita, Milwaukee, DeWalt is going to be quite a bit more, and it's kind of one of those pick your poison. What brand are you currently have batteries in? That's kind of going to be the one you're going to be, I guess, stuck with, to say it nicely there. But if you're looking for brand name, Hercules has the cheapest one from what I found. But I really want to look into this year, definitely, a lot more of these tools that aren't necessarily going to use it every day. Like, I wouldn't buy a chainsaw maybe. I use a chainsaw a lot on my farm here, so it's not like a one-off tool for me. It's definitely a tool. If I buy one, I'm going to be using it a significant amount, so I want a quality one. But for tools I'm going to use like, say, once, probably not a bad idea to pick one up, one of these and make it was work. So kind of my 2 cents on that one. I just want to kind of show you guys that little experience there. Also, Lowe's. I don't know what's going on here, but to see what I'm seeing right here, you have to have a Lowe's Pro account login, which they redid this whole thing. It's super confusing. I can't really explain it. I think it's something to do with the credit card, which is also different from the Lowe's Pro account, which I don't know. When I got my new credit card in from Lowe's, it did not work the first 2 times. I had to call in and say, "Hey guys, it's being declined at the store. What's going on?" They sent me a third one out. It finally has worked now. But I believe this new like pro account, I'm sure it's free. I've never seen anyone pay for it, but you have to log in to a pro account, which you don't need to be a pro to have one. And then you'll be able to then see the deals of the day, which there has been some pretty wild ones actually. Pretty much every day I've checked, there's been some just absolutely insane ones out there. There's been a lot of the Kobalt 24-volt deals out there. I'm talking like $150. If you've seen it, you've seen it. You have the $150. It was a drill and impact one. The thing sold out in like 5 seconds. I mean, I saw it at like 7 in the morning, and I'm like, no way, that's an awesome deal. It was basically the XDR drill and impact. It came with a light, 2 batteries, the full kit and the hard case, and then you picked out 2 free tools. It was marked down to $150. Crazy deal. But yeah, it sold out super fast, and you can't see this anymore. It's kind of like, Home Depot has one of these every day, and a lot of people watch those really closely because they have a massive amount of deals. So Lowe's said, hey, we're only doing this for members only, and some of these deals are awesome. Look at this. Look at the skill drill kit, $29. They have the impact kit, $29. That's crazy. And then they also got a couple of other storage container stuff here. Let's see what else they have here for tools. Yeah, $29 for that skill little recip saw there. That's pretty cool. So they've got $70 on select skill power tools. Let's see what else they got here. Workbenches, look at this, down to $94. Craftsman bench down from $200 to $90. That's a pretty cool deal. Every day they've got new deals happening here, which is pretty awesome. Right now, Kobalt has been on fire. I saw someone commented on my Kobalt video that, hey, this deal ended. No. This deal did not end at all. This deal is still going on. I think it goes on until like the 15th, 16th, something like that. End of January, I think, somewhere in there. But yeah, you still get the free tool with this purchase, $99. You get a case stack case, which is a really good quality case, 2 batteries, and then of course you pick out a free tool as well as a charger. That's such an awesome deal. We've got a 2 amp hour battery, $20. We're at Harbor Freight level here. 4 amp hour battery, $40. Awesome deal there. There is a lot of Kobalt stuff happening right now. A lot of deals happening. Right here, this $250 one, I think it moved down to just one free tool now. So it looks like there. But yeah, Kobalt right now, man, they're the ones to watch right now. A lot of crazy deals happening right there. There's some rumors that they're getting rid of Kobalt in favor of, say, I think it's Flex or somebody else. I have no reason to believe that's true. Kobalt is entirely one of the brands for Lowe's, a house brand. It's like Ryobi for Home Depot. I can't see Home Depot or Lowe's ever getting rid of their house brand. It's kind of one of those brands that they can control. They can, set the marks on that for profit and, sales and stuff. They're not going to let go of that at all. So I can't see them getting rid of Kobalt ever. I think that's definitely going to stick around for quite a while. All right, moving on to Amazon. It's pretty simple, guys. Looking for deals on Amazon, you kind of just search tools on Amazon, and you'll find some pretty fun stuff here. So here's what I found, guys. I'll put some links in the description if you want to check these out. We've got the Duratech. These are going to be the 3-piece ratchet set, and they come in a nice little piece of foam, down to $26.99 right now. Honestly, pretty sweet deal for some mini ratchets. If you've never had to use one of these, cool. But I've had a couple times now where I've pulled out the mini ratchets. When you're in a real tight spot, they do come in handy. And honestly, for $26, yeah, I would definitely pick some up for that price. That'd be a great deal there. Moving back over to Harbor Freight quick, because speaking of Amazon, guys, so I did a video early last year on Amazon versus Harbor Freight. And I love this battle that we're seeing between Amazon and Harbor Freight, always competing against each other, not necessarily directly, but they're pretty close here on what they're trying to compete with. I saw this one deal really pop out at me, like this is a standout deal here. Check this out right here. This is going to be their 7-piece impact set. I picked up a set from OMT, Orion Motor Tech. And it was right around this price, but it's only like 4 or 5 piece. I've always thought that this was absolutely insanely overpriced here for this set here. For 50 bucks, it's 56% off at Harbor Freight right now. Crazy deal here on this thing. That's what's picking up. And of course, lifetime warranty on this thing. There you go. There's plenty of these on Amazon, of course, to find, but Harbor Freight, I think they finally saw that, hey, this thing is not selling how it should. What's going on? Oh, yeah, we marked this thing up way too expensive for what this thing is. They pulled the price way, way down, which I'm sure they're still making plenty of money at $22 there. So just want to let you know, guys, that that happened there. And I think Harbor Freight's paying attention to a lot of these Amazon deals as they happen, because that's a pretty cool deal there. Also, an Icon deal is actually, this is not inside Track Club or anything. This is just a regular deal. 18 bucks, 18% off. Pretty cool deal there for the Icon. I need to do an update video soon, guys, on the Harbor Freight. I did the credit card plus Inside Track Club. That's actually going pretty cool. The savings actually is pretty solid, but a couple of asterisks I want to talk to you guys about, but I'll do that in a bigger video here, and there's a bit to go into with that one. Back to Amazon. Here's a pretty sweet deal. This is going to be a auto trim removal tool, again, down to $6.89 from $8.50. Not a massive savings, but this is going to be cheaper than you're really going to find anywhere else, and honestly, pretty sweet deal. They come in different colors if you want to, but the red is the cheapest right now. I like to check the colors. Hey, if one's cheaper, why not? Go for the cheaper color. Well, what does it matter at that point? Finally, one tool that is super handy. I bought 2 of these because they are super, super handy. Digital calipers. It's one of those tools where like, I'm never going to need that. And then you do like some exhaust work and you want to confirm the exact inside and outside dimensions of your exhaust, which I did. And yeah, they come in super, super handy because it'll save you a ton of money. This is $6.99, limited time deal right now. Yeah, pick it up. This is definitely well worth the price to get here, guys. So definitely recommend this. Couple of random tools, guys, I know, but they do come in really handy. It's one of those things where you're like, I'm never going to use that, and then you need it, and you definitely need it. So, guys, thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Have a great day, and stay safe out there.